Welcome to MacroCode. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to proceed with our help desk management system. So as you can see, we are able to log in using our email address and password. So I'm going to sign in to our application. So this is the dashboard. As you can see, we have the recent tickets, and here you can see the number, the title, description, status, priority, created by, created on, and the comments. So these comments are based on the tickets. So under the ticket submodule, you can actually add a ticket. So here you can provide the title, the description, the priority of the ticket, whether it's urgent, the subcategory, then you have the drop down, which is the subcategory. So the subcategories are based on the category. Then you can also select upload a document. So if you upload and save the ticket details, then you can see our ticket details are successfully saved. So here as well, you can see we have the created by and the created on, then we have the statuses. So the statuses are based on the colors are based on the status of the tickets. So we'll also be checking how we can actually resolve some of these tickets, and we see the colors that will be appearing based on the statuses that we've done. So you have the comments, the details. So when you click the details of the tickets, so you'll be able to see we have the ticket details here and the ticket comments. So we also have the ticket comments. So these are all comments based on the tickets. So you can see these the ticket descriptions. Then you have the ticket categories. You can add a new category. So here then within the ticket category as well, you can see the subcategories within that particular main category. So we also have the main, that is the subcategories list. So here you'll be able to see all the subcategories of the categories for the tickets. Then you have the audit trails. So every activity we are doing within our application, we are actually logging the audits. Then we will be leaving. So currently we have not implemented the error logs, but we will be doing this as our end options, so that we'll be able to see how this is done. Then system users, these are all the users within our application. You can add a new user, provide the first name, middle name, last name, gender, all these information. Then you have the system codes. So these are all the codes categories. You can see the status, priority, gender, and marital status. Then for the system code details, these are options now. For example, like gender, you can have these options, male and female. So you can see the main category is gender. Then you have the system roles. So all these are the roles within our application. You see the finance manager, all these information. You can actually create a new role. We say security officer. So this will be our role, security officer. So if you create, you'll be able to see the role here. So this is the role of what we've done. Then you have the departments. So these are all the departments within our application. You can add a new department. You can create the department code and the department name. So here you see all the code, the department name, the created by, and when it was created. So I want us to do something interesting, and these are some of the features that we are getting from you guys. So if you want us to enhance something, you can always give us some comments. So here on our tickets, you can see we have the number, title, priority, subcategory, created by, and created on. Then we have the status, the comments, and the view, edit, and delete. So I think we don't need the delete button. So let's just remove that, because I don't think we can delete. So let's not allow users to delete tickets, but we can deactivate those tickets. So here I'll just remove that. Then I'm also going to remove the delete button. So once we remove the delete button, so what I want us to do today in our video is, let me just remove that. So what I want us to do today in our video is, so you can see we've removed the delete button. So the delete button is gone. So I want us to add a column for the number of comments based on this particular ticket. So you can see here we have the comments. So if you click on the comments, then you'll see within the comments you have the three, that is 2 comments per that ticket. But I want us to see the number of comments just within this particular data table. So what I want us to do, I want us to go here. Then we can say, can provide another header, and we can say number of comments. So we can have this as our table header. But now, within the number of comments, we need to ensure that we are getting the total number of comments per particular ticket. So let me just do this table data. And here we don't want the styles, so I'll provide it empty here. So if we launch our app now, we should be able to see that we have now the table header called comments. So you can see we have the number of comments as a column, but we don't have values. So how are we going to add these values? So let's just start that. So let's go to our model. So I want us to go to our model, and that is the ticket model. Then here, I want us to introduce something called public, then I collection. So here we will be doing I collection, then comment. So that is the model for comments. Then we can say ticket comments. So then we do get set. So that is our comments. So we have our ticket comments. So we've introduced these ticket comments within our ticket model. So you can see this is our ticket model. Then another thing that I want us to do, let's go back to our application DB context. Then you remember under on model creating, we did a comment then has one ticket. Then you can say with many. So you can say with many c dot ticket comments. So you see this with many ticket comments. So after we are done with that, then let's go back to our controller. So our controller under index. So this is where we are pulling all the tickets. Then we can now do dot include. Then here we can say t dot ticket. So you can say ticket comments. So this one should actually give us all the comments per particular ticket. So once we are done with this, we now have the ticket comments as our collection. So let's go back to our tickets. So within our tickets now, we can be able to now get the values of that is the number of tickets. So here we'll now do dot ticket comments. Then we can say here dot count. So this will give us the number of, so if we do that, this will give us the number of comments based on that particular ticket. So let's just launch our app and see if that works. So if we launch our app, we should be able to get the number of tickets, that is the number of comments per ticket. So let's just launch our app and see how this goes about. So we are going to, so let me just see. There we go. So if we sign in, then we go to tickets. You see, we have something not going on. So you see here, we are saying templates can be used only with field access property. So here we are saying, so at model, yes. So here, I want us to do something. So here we can say, so here what we need to do here, as you can see, we have the display for, so actually this, we need to remove one of the options. Then the next thing we need actually to remove this. We need to do at item. We need to do at item.ticketComments.count. So if we do that and update our application, we should actually get this. You see, we have the number of comments is 2421000. You see that those are the number of comments that we now have. And we can actually have these in a center. So you can say text. So you can do style. Then we can say text, align. We can do center. So we can align our text at the center. So if we update that, then we should be able to get our, you see, our comments now, the number of comments is now within the center of our table. So you can see we have now the ticket, that is the status and the number of comments per ticket. And if we click on the comments, you'll be able to see we have the 2 comments that we have. But now, assuming we also want to ensure that when we click on the number of comments, we can actually navigate to the tickets as well. So what we can do here, we can actually have these as a link. So here we can do that way. So we can do that way. We can put this as a link. Then we can have it that way. Then what we need to do now is we can do SP. So we can just use this one. So we copy that, then we can have it here. So I'll just do it here. So here you can see we have the SP action ticket comments, then you have the controller and the root. But now what is being displayed is our number of comments. So if we update this, then our numbers will be hyperlinks. So let's just go back to our tickets. So you can see these are the numbers. So let's just wait and see. So let's just update. Yeah, it's not updated. So let me relaunch. So if I relaunch, then we should be able now to click the numbers and it takes us to the comments. So if you're new to this channel and you have not subscribed up to this point, please consider subscribing. If you also need the source code, you can actually claim the source code. And this goes a long way in ensuring that you help us to do more of these videos. So I'll just go back to the comments. The tickets, you can see now our numbers are hyperlinks. So if I click on the number, it will actually take me now to the ticket comments. And also we have this button. So if you click on the comments as well, it takes you to the same comments. So if you go back to the tickets, you'll see the numbers. If the number is 0, if we click on it, we don't have any comment. So the same thing that you have done here, I want us also to do it on our dashboard. So I'm going to copy this, go back to our home controller, that is our dashboard under index. Then we can have it here, and also we can remove the delete button. So also let's copy the number of tickets header so that we go fast. So this is the number of tickets header. Then I'll go back to the dashboard, that is the home. Then I'm going to add this here. So we have the number of comments, and I'm going to remove the delete ticket. Then you can also duplicate what we have on our tickets controller. You see this include, we need to have it on our home controller as well. So if we have it here, then we should be good to go. So if I just relaunch our application, then you should now be able to see also the number of comments on our landing page. So that is how you can add the comments and the number of comments, that is the ticket comments on our application. So let's just launch and see. So if I just do that, then if we do that, then we have this particular option. So you see the number of comments, tickets comments, and this is on the landing page. So if I click on the comments, you see it is actually there. So I think if we go to the dashboard, so we have the comments. So let's just interchange these. I think we need to interchange that. Under home, we need to move. So this one, yes, I think it's here. So we need to move something. Yeah, we need to move these up so that we don't have the headers interchanged. So if you see the headers are interchanged, so I'm going to update it. So this was interchanged. This should be here. So let's just update our application and see. Hope it, yeah, but reload has failed. Let me just relaunch. So we are going to do this application up to the end, guys. So if you are following and you want to see more about this project, so you're going to cover various aspects in this particular project. So if you're new to this channel and you like to see how this goes, please follow this video up to the end, and you'll really appreciate how this comes up. So you can see we now have the number of comments, and they are all kind of hyperlinks. So if I click on the number of tickets comments, you can see it is taking me to the number of ticket comments. So that is it on adding the number of comments on our application. So the next thing that I want us to do is, so I want us to go to the ticket details. So if we click on the details, you'll be able to see that we have the ticket details here and we have the comments here. So also I want us to have the table data. So let me just go back to the ticket details. So I wanted us to also have, remember we added the comments. So on the details, I mean. So we had the table header here. So what I want us to do is I want us to have these as important. So you can have these as green. So let's just do that and see. So if we update it, I want us to have the background color of our table headers as green. So let's just check. So we can do that so that we see what is happening. So if we hover here, yeah, we can actually do table. So this should be table. Let's remove this here and we can have it on this row. So if we update that, let's see how our row will appear. Our table headers. Let's just try and have it on our table. Let's try have it on our table headers here. So we'll actually style this. Let's just do that for now. So I want us to have that as a different color. So this way. So I want us to have these as a different color. So we now have, we can choose a different color. Let's say green. Let's choose a different green color. Can choose this. So if we have this, then I want us to, if we update it, then we'll be able to have now. So this is our ticket comments. So what I want us to do, instead of going to tickets, then add new ticket, then choose the details, you provide the description of the ticket, that is the description of the comment, then you choose the ticket, then you create. I don't want us to be going that direction. So I want us to go to the tickets. So within here, if you just view details, then you can add the comments on this particular area. So on our details, I'm going to provide a section to add the comments. So just here. So I'm going to do another div. So you can actually do within this section. Yes, here. So I'm going to do here div class and do row. Then I'm going to have input. Then on this particular area, remember we have our ticket view model. So we need to provide a description. So we can provide another. So that's the good thing of dealing with view model. You can see we are now tampering with, we can add as many properties as we can without affecting our tables. So here we are going to do ticket. So I'll just do, say, comment description. So this is the comment description. So on our details, we are going to provide now an input area. Input, can say type text. Can say which type do we need. Can say, we can actually say input, or you can have it as a text area. So you can say type text. Then we can say class. We can say form control. Then I'll want, so you can do LG. Then I'll close this. Then here I'll say sp4, then equals to, then these will be, sorry. So these will be where we now get our comments. So these will be comment description. So this comment description, if we update it, so let's just relaunch our app. So I want us, whenever we need to add comments without actually going to the comment section. So we can add it on our details. So let's just open our details. So I'm going to sign into our application again. So if you're following this video up to this point and you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. So I'm going here, then do details. Then you can see, so here we can now have a section whereby we can add comments. So then I'm going to put in now a text area. So I'll just do here a label. Then you can say class control. So it'll do control label. What kind of let's just check our labels, the style we are using on our labels, so that we ensure we have consistency. It is actually control label. So on our details, I want us to put in here. So here we just do control label. I think you are right. So then we can close this. Then we can say new ticket comment. So that is the comment of the ticket. But now, just within this new ticket comment, I want us now also to have a button. So let's just borrow one of the buttons, like this one. Which one? Let's borrow the one for creating. So this one. But I want us to have it as a, so we'll have it here. But this one should not be input. You can say button. Then you can say, so that is a button. And you can say text. So we can remove this. So we can also do away with this. So that is our class. Then if we do this, then you can have now, so you can say add comment. Add comment. So all these information, we actually need to wrap all these in a form. So you'll do form. Then you can say action type is. So you can actually say, let's just borrow one of the form here. So we need to wrap it, so we can do it this way. So on our details, we can have this. So action type, we need to say add comment. So this will be our action, add comment. Then method is post, and that is it. So here we actually also need to close it for our form. So then we can format. So this is our form. Then we'll be having our button to add comments. So if we try to launch our app now, we should be able to see that we can now add comment on the details page. So we should be able to add the comment without navigating to various modules. So if you like how this video is going along, you can always buy us coffee. You can comment down below on what you need us to improve. And we are going a long way to ensure that we have this particular project. So if we go to the details, so here you can see now we have the new comment and save add comment. So here you see it's a bit, so I want us to do something. Let's try to see, you can have a margin 5, margin top 5. Let's see if it will move down. So I think we can do it, where you can do it, it's actually on the button, sorry. So this the button is the one I want us to move down. So margin top 5. Yes. So you can see it has moved down. So that is how you actually deal with that. So here we now have, we can say not save add, we can say add comment. So this should be add comment. So if we update our application as well, so here we should be having add comment. So there we go. So the next thing now is we need to ensure that whenever we are saving this, we actually have the action. So you see this action that we provided here called add comment. We actually need to add it on our ticket controllers. So on our ticket controllers, we need to add that particular action. And it is actually the same way we've been dealing with. So let's just go down here. So it's actually the same way we've been dealing with create action. So I'm going to have that particular, so I'll just create the action here. Let me just do this. I'll copy that. Then we'll call this add comment, and you're expecting that. So I'm going to close this. So we are expecting the ID, and you're also expecting the ticket view model. You see that view model, we called it VM. So this is the one that will come with our, it will come with our ticket description. Then the next thing that I want us to do is we are going to save everything there. So I want us to copy. It is how we've been adding ticket comments. So let's just go to the comments. So I want us to copy the add action for the comments. You see these comments? So this is it. So this is how we've been adding. So I want us to copy that up to here. So then we go to the tickets comment. Then we do this. So now here we are going to do the ID here will be the ticket ID. So we'll just do comment. This comment will be our model. Then we say comment. We say new comment. Then we say here new. I want us to instantiate that. Then if we do this, then you can now say new comment dot create that one. Then the next thing that we need to add is the description of the new. So we'll say here description. So the description will be coming from our VM dot ticket comment description. Then the next thing that we add is our comment. So once we add that, then we can always log the activity and we save everything and you can post this particular message. Then once we do that, I don't want us to go back to the index. So you can always go back to the details page. So action or redirect to action. So here we can actually say here, we go back to details, and on these details, we can always apply our ID. So if we do that, let me just show you. So for the details, we can always apply the ID. So we'll say new. So we say here should be new. Then you say ID equals to, we supply the ID. So details, then we just apply the ID. So this will redirect us to action with the new ticket. But now here, there is one thing that we had missed. So we need actually to tell our new comment which type of ticket. So we need to supply the ticket ID, and the ticket ID will be the ID here. So if we do that, then we should be able. So we can also decorate this. You can say it is an HTTP post. Then we should be good to go. So let's just proceed and see. So if we now add our comment, we should be able to add our comment within the details page, and it should redirect us back within the details page with our new comment displayed. So let's just see how this goes along. So I'm going to sign in. Then when we sign in, there we go. If I go to the ticket details and click on the details, you can see I'm able to see this particular area. So I'll say our new comment. So if I say that and click add, there we go. So what is wrong? So you can see insert conflicted with the foreign key constraint ticket, the config example ID. There we go. So what we need to do is, if we go back to our ticket details, I see what is the issue. So if we go back to our ticket details, here, we should actually, so we have our ticket ID. So what is the issue here? The conflict occurs in the table tickets column ID. Comment tickets. So let's just check here how we are getting that. So if I refresh, so we are getting ID is 0. You see here, the ID is 0, and our ID is actually the the ID for the comments. That is the ticket comment, the ticket ID, I mean. So what we need to do, if we go back to our details here, you see here on our details for the comment here, where is it on the details ticket? So here we actually need to tell our application. So you can actually do input, then you can say class, you can say Eden. So you can do Eden, and you can say here SP4. You see the here, you can say ID. You can say value is equals to at model. Sorry, I think you can just do, you can do that. Let's just check. So if we do this, I want us to have the input value here, then our ID should be supplied. So we should actually get the value of our ID, so without doing anything. So we should always have that particular value whenever we are. So here we can actually do here type, then we can say Eden. So if we change that, then we should be able to get the value. We should not be getting 0 for our ID. That's why we are getting that problem. So if we sign in now, then let's go back to our details and try now to add a new comment. So there we go. So I'm going to the details. Then here, you see we are getting this particular ID, but we should not be able to allow users to see it. So here I'll try to hide this. So this one we can say Eden. So input type Eden. Don't know why it's displaying. Let's try to add a class called Eden. So if we try and update our application, we should always ensure that this is not being seen. You see? So it is not being seen. So we have our class Eden. So I think we can remove this. We just use that particular class. So if we just provide the class Eden, so that ID should not be seen by the users. But in the background, we should be able to know that the ID is being supplied. So whenever we add a comment, it should always go with the ID of that particular ticket that we've just opened. So if you're new to this channel and you've not subscribed up to this point, please consider subscribing. We notice 90% of you guys are watching our videos and you've not subscribed. So don't be part of those guys. So if I go there, yeah, so I think we need both. So let me try to have a type. Don't know why. So let's just do Eden. So if I do Eden and update our application, then this should go. There we go. So if I just say new comment added, so if I add, our ID should have our ID value. See, it is now 1030. So if we proceed, we should be able to save our comments. So you can see comment details successfully added, and you can see we are able now to see our comment details here. So as long as we are now, so let me remove this particular breakpoint. So as long as we are adding new comments, so you can say the second comment, then if we add it, you can see we have the comment added. So let's try one ticket that doesn't have a comment, for example, like this one. So if we click details, you see we don't have anything, so you can say our first comment, and if we add it, you see we have our comment details here, our second comment. So if we add it, then we are getting the comments. The same thing if we go now to let's pick the last one. say our first comment. If we add it, there we go, our second comment. So if we add it, then we are getting these particular details. So that is how you can add now the comments, and we've tried to enhance our application to cover all these features. So I'm going to stop there for today. As you can see, some of these comments that we are implementing are actually based on your feedback, guys. So we'll be actually going through some of the feedbacks that you provide, and we'll be implementing them. So we are also going to ensure that we do all the exports, which are some of the features that we've asked, exporting data in PDF and even in Excel. So we'll be covering that in our next series. So stay focused and always watch our videos and ensure you've subscribed. So that is it for today, and see you in our next video. Bye.